Hello, beautiful people, or should I say ciao? Because if you are finding this video live, I am likely off frolicking somewhere on the Italian coast. But you all know how much I love this community and how much I value the daily guidance that you get here. So I wanted to make sure you have quick 5-ish minute breakdowns of the transits each day waiting for you. For those of you who follow along religiously. So happy Monday, happy Moon Day. It's going to be a quick forecast today, but you can also find the full breakdown, all the details over at thespiritualjournalist.com. And it's the last week of Virgo season. So let's see what notable Virgos are celebrating their birthdays. Jimmy Fallon is a Virgo, if you didn't already know. We love him for his Virgo-ness, makes him a great host of The Tonight Show. Danielle Panabaker, for those fellow Disney fans out there, Adam West, Twiggy, a Virgo. Twiggy, so iconic. We love that for the Virgos of the world. And a few other notable Virgos that you can see for yourself. If it's your birthday or if you know someone celebrating a birthday, shout them out in the comments. Let us know down below so we can celebrate them too. So we're going to get right into it. We're not going to waste a moment today. The sun is in Virgo. The moon is in Cancer. We just had the last quarter moon over the weekend. So all week, we're really in the waning crescent phase. Now, this is a time of surrender and release. And with the waning crescent moon in Cancer, you might find a lot of emotional release coming up. The moon is right at home in Cancer, so we can really attune to our emotions this week. But today, we're talking a lot about the planet of love, Venus. Two different Venus transits to catch you up on. First of all, Venus is sextile Lilith today. And this happens right around midnight Pacific time, 12:49 a.m., that Venus forms this exact sextile to Lilith. Remember, Lilith is that point along the moon's path farthest away from the earth, and it's known as the black moon. It represents the parts of ourselves that have been repressed and ignored and that want to rise up and be in control. So Lilith is very much associated with our sexuality as well, and with Venus being the planet of love in Virgo, which very much has themes of sexuality as well, we're talking about it. We're feeling that sexual energy today, especially coming off of that square between Venus and Mars we talked about last week. It's Venus and Lilith now working hand in hand, really helping us tap into our feminine essence. Not only are both of these placements very much associated with sexuality, but they're very much associated with femininity. So we can really tap into our sensual authority today. Activities that activate our feminine will really help us claim our sovereignty and attune to our body's power. But this is just a minor aspect that Venus is making. The bigger, the broader aspect she's making today, and I'll pull up the chart and show you, is Venus forming a trine to Uranus. Now, Venus, the planet of love, money, beauty, is harmonizing with Uranus, the planet of rebellion, disruption, and the planet most associated with being eccentric. So you can see Venus over here at 18 degrees, forming a trine to Uranus over here in Taurus, also at 18 degrees. So what does this mean for us? Well, Venus is very much associated with our attraction, and we might be finding ourselves either attracted to unusual people today or unusual ways of doing things, unusual ways of relating to other people. We might even seek out pleasure in unconventional ways. In fact, rebelling, leaning into that disruption will feel especially attractive. And those people who are marching to the beat of their own drums, they're going to draw our attention today. We're open to more thrilling experiences, especially when it comes to our relationships. And what I really love about Venus and Virgo is that we can appreciate the beauty in the details, and we're able to appreciate those unique quirks about other people, with Uranus flowing with Venus in this way. Now, Venus, like I said, is also the planet of money, so we might be more willing to take financial risks today. And this is a fortunate angle, so that could work in our favor. But we also might find ourselves reviewing how our sense of attraction has changed And again, appreciating those odd little details that we might not have noticed before, because Uranus is retrograde. So there is an element of reviewing the changes that have happened. The waning moon in Cancer attunes us to those emotions, and there is this element of nostalgia as we surrender. Maybe tears are flowing, laughter is erupting. Remember, not all emotions are sadness, and any stagnant energy we're feeling can be cleared from our field by simply finding comfort in our body. We can really feel nurtured by laying low, being in the home. Cancer rules the home, and indulging in those familiar foods and activities. Now, our emotions are going to hold a great deal of power today, and here's why. The moon is going to meet up with Lilith right around noon. You can see the moon here and Lilith at the same spot, or about the same spot, on our chart right now. So that means the moon is at its farthest point from the Earth today. And that in itself doesn't necessarily mean much, but we know Lilith is associated with sassiness, with bitchiness, and so, that could come up, especially if our emotions are provoked. And the Cancer moon can put up a guard, right? So we might find ourselves going into protection mode or even reaction mode, but this really is a transit that allows us to throw our weight and stand up for our needs, stand up for our power if need be. The moon's also making supportive connections to Venus and Uranus as they harmonize with each other. So you can see that minor triangle forming in the upper right corner of the chart. That's showing the moon sitting right between Venus and Uranus. Really playing emotionally into the ability to appreciate the quirks of others, the eccentricities of others, and we'll also be able to express our affection in unique ways today because we are attuned to our emotions, and our emotions are attuned to this transit. So we're willing to kind of get out of our comfort zone just a little bit, even though the moon's in Cancer, while sharing our feelings with others. And the final connection the moon makes tonight, right around midnight Pacific time, so we're probably going to feel this in our sleep state, is a trine to Neptune. And Neptune is the planet of dreams, so don't be surprised if you have a really vivid dreams tonight. Neptune represents our subconscious, and with the moon in Cancer, our intuition is highly activated as well. So pay attention to any messages that are coming through your dreams tonight. They are likely signals that what your subconscious is holding on to that wants to be released under this waning crescent moon. We'll return to our affirmation today. I know my power. There's a lot of Lilith activation, and remember that power isn't necessarily fierce all the time. Love is power. Emotions are power. So recognize your power in other ways than maybe society normally deems powerful. Are you able to stand in your own emotions? Are you able to express affection easily? That is powerful too. And I'm going to pull from the Rose Oracle today, since we've been talking so much about Venus, and we'll just see what message needs to come through. I'm watching the clock up there. You know me, I'm trying to keep it short and sweet, but I can't help myself from chatting about astrology. If you're finding this video live, or whenever you're finding the video, let's go ahead and take a deep breath together. Here we go. Breathe in and release. What do we need to know? Morning dew, clarity, a fresh start, a positive outlook. I'm not going to read the full description because I'm trying to keep it short on time here, but remember that seeing those unique qualities about other people, noticing the details as Venus harmonizes with Uranus, can give us more clarity and can give us a more positive outlook. Sometimes noticing what makes other people different and unique is what can bring us a renewed appreciation of the value that they bring to our lives. I hope you all have a beautiful Monday ahead of you. You can find, again, a full breakdown of this forecast at thespiritualjournalist.com. I will be back live every morning next week, or next Tuesday, I should say, with live episodes of The Spiritual Journalist, or transits today, same thing, where you can ask questions, interact every morning. But in the meantime, come follow me on Instagram, see what I'm up to in Italy. And if you found this video helpful, please go ahead and like and subscribe to this channel so we can keep these videos coming to you for free every single day. I'm so grateful you found us here. I love you. I hope you have the most beautiful Monday ahead of you. And until I see you next, stay curious. Thank you so much for joining us and aligning with the energy of the universe today. If you enjoyed this morning's episode of Transits Today, you can join our live astrology discussion every weekday morning right here wherever you're watching. And head to thespiritualjournalist.com to read your daily astrology forecast and browse the Spiritual Shop. The most fun way to help keep these forecasts free and support more content like this is to buy yourself a little something on our website. But if you're feeling extra generous, you can also buy me a coffee to fuel future live streams. Just tap the link in the description or head to buymeacoffee.com and search The Spiritual Journalist. And speaking of, you can also tune in to The Spiritual Journalist, our weekly live interview where we ask our guests questions about everything from crystals and manifestation to mental health and the environment. Those conversations stream live right here wherever you're watching now every Tuesday. I'm so grateful you found us here, and I can't wait for our next conversation.